Hello, my darling Aries. How are you doing? Good to see you. My name is Ariel, and welcome to Diamond Dragon Lady or Dragon Tail Tarot, whichever you may be watching this video on. So Aries, we're going to jump into your November 2023 monthly overview reading. I am an astrologer as well as a tarot reader, so we will be giving you a good big overview of the cards, including a full Celtic cross with the tarot, but I will throw some astrological goodies in there for you through your reading to give you some dates and tips along the way. So let's start with some oracle. We're going to get your main keywords and energies. Dear Spirit, let's see what we've got for Aries, November 2023. Please show us what they need to see most for their best good, I should say. All right, so Aries, it is a month of courage. That is your key word for November. So stay strong. Don't be daunted. Keep your chin up, even if things have been a little challenging or maybe they look a little scary. And the bottom of the deck had the keyword of illumination. So I feel like, stay courageous, stay strong, stay true to yourself. Everything's going to be illuminated as this month unfolds for you. So next we're going to get some numerology cards and get some special numbers for you for this month. And we have, wow, oh my goodness, okay. This is very interesting, Aries. I'll tell you why, because I shuffled these cards several times before we started this reading, and the Pisces reading that I just finished had both of these numbers. So Aries, if you have any Pisces in your chart or vice versa, like if you're an Aries with a lot of Pisces or Pisces with a lot of Aries, these readings might both be very, very strong for you. Because on the Pisces readings, this was the one on top, this was the one on the bottom of the deck. And in your reading, this is reversed, but it's the exact same cards. 57 and 74 are your numbers. And to me, sevens are always about personal growth, spiritual growth, and advancement. And so that's coming up twice in your two numeric cards. And to me, fives are very much about, sticking to your personal spiritual path. But they're also very much about there being a little friction on the way there, because there's some things that you've got to learn on the way. And 74, we're bringing things into a more stabilized energy. So Aries, get out into nature if you can. You might meet your Pisces friend out there because y'all have the exact same numbers, just reversed to the order that they came out in. Very interesting. All right, let's get into some crystals and gemstones. Let's see which of these will help you out the most for the month ahead. All right, yes. These are great. I love both of these, and neither one of these are very expensive stones, so they're really easy to come by. The first one coming out is the bloodstone, which is a great energy detoxifier. It's good for your root, your sacral, and the heart. So it's really good for those, for those base chakras, to help you get grounded, to help you get stable, to help you feel more creative and to speak from the heart. The selenite is also there. I always keep selenite, on my table because it's a very good clearing mineral. It really, really helps to clear your cards, to clear yourself, to clear the intentions of people coming into your environment. So those are two that you could work with for this coming month if you like to work with stones. And the card flipped out onto the floor. So I gotta go get it. All right, Aries, let's next get into a spiritual guardian or guide that will be coming in to help you the most. Please show us which one of you wants to come and help Aries for November 2023. Ooh, these are beautiful. All right, so Lady Portia, Divine Order. things are coming back into order. That's what I feel like. There's this grounding, stabilizing. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Yes. And so there's that courage card. It's like when you stand up for yourself and when you speak your truth, Aries, everything seems to come into better order. Just don't be afraid. This is really about being courageous. We also have Kuan Yin, care and compassion coming in. The Bodhisattva of compassion. So you don't have to be just all tough, right? You can also be very caring, very compassionate, but also very firm. Do what is right for everyone involved and offer a helping hand. It's interesting that we have on both of these cards, do what is right. Do what is right. Whatever that is for yourself, Aries, you know what that is. You know your own inner voice better than anybody. And you know what's the right thing to do, the right action to take when you get still and truly listen to that inner voice of yours. Let's get into your tarot next. We are going to do a full Celtic cross. And I'm also going to be clarifying each card as we go along. So Spirit, let's see the tarot for Aries. Nice big clear picture for November. Yes, things, I do feel like they're coming into balance. Speak your truth, Aries. Be very much on track. Be on path. Be on point. Like you are ready to just tell people what you truly feel. Your heartbeat of the Celtic Cross, the center card this month is Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. It's fiery, right? But it also tempers that fire. Look at how she's, pouring the water and the fire. This is a very alchemical card. It's like you're really transmuting something into another. It's like you're creating like your own magic formula for life. This is a card of following your truth. It's a following of being tempered, right? When they temper steel, it makes it more flexible, which gives it even more strength. You may feel that you've either been through a big challenge. I feel like you've already been there, so we'll get into that in a second. Or something that you're currently going through is really making you stronger as you come through it. It's like your courage is being rewarded here. That's really how that feels. And yes, this is definitely follow your intuition, follow your true heart, right? Don't overthink, don't over worry. We have the Fool card clarifying. So really, truly, let the hand of Spirit guide you, hold you up, keep you safe. That is the way to approach this. Immediate past, we have the Ten of Swords. That's why I feel like whatever challenged you or whatever really hurt you, I feel for most of you it's in the past. Keep in mind, of course, these are general readings, so take it as it resonates for you. But I do feel like the worst of it is over. Ten of Swords is the tough one, but tens are completion of a cycle. They are the fulfillment of the journey, right? So it's sort of like, I just feel like whatever betrayals, backstabbing, nastiness, unscrupulous people, all of that is more behind you than it is ahead of you. And I feel like now you're really emerging stronger as this month unfolds. It might have even been someone very close to you. Yeah, it could have, not for everyone, again, keep that in mind, but, Four of Wands, to me, that's like your home, your hearth. It could have been, a betrayal very close to home, whatever that may be for you. Going into the future, right? We've got the Five of Swords, Aries. To me, this is a classic, choose to leave or choose to stay kind of card. It does, in my opinion, it depicts people that are not the nicest, not the best. Like I talked about, people that are not scrupulous, people that don't have integrity. These are the kind of people that will, step on everyone to get ahead. They don't mind making everyone the loser if they're the winner. They're also the kind of people that, can try to lead you into doing things that are not good for you, or going along with them when they're not doing something good. So I feel like in the immediate future, Aries, that may be when your courage is really coming up to be tested, or you're being illuminated that someone that you thought was really okay is really not okay, and the universe presents you with a choice to stick around with that or to turn and walk away, even if it comes at a bit of a personal loss or risk. You know, I always feel like when it comes to that choice, if you've seen someone's true colors and they're not good, I would be the one that would walk away from that if possible. Let's clarify this one for you. King of Wands, yes. So Aries, I feel that this, you know, King of Wands is definitely you, and you're definitely standing up to somebody and like putting your stick in the sand and saying, I am done. I am finished. I am standing up for myself now. I'm going to go get what I want. I'm not going to worry about walking away from a bad situation because I know there's more good for me out there in the world. So very, very nice, courageous, fiery, very strong leadership energy. I feel like you're taking control back of your own life. On the bottom, what you need to focus on is the 9 of Pentacles, Aries. So this is you focusing on your own happiness, your own joy, your own cultivation, growing your own garden, getting to just enjoy what you create, feeling very satisfied within yourself. That is what you should focus on the most for this month. Let's clarify this, please. I also feel like this is a card that grants great foresight and vision because she has her little falcon always on her shoulder, right? And it's like that is very much a symbol of, you know, being able to see things in advance and kind of know the wisest move to make. It's clarified here by the Lovers card. So this could be you just saying, you know what, I'm doing good. I'm doing fine. I'm feeling so much better when it comes to love, when it comes to connections and friendships. You know, I'm going to focus on having very good ones that support me as an individual and where my individual voice is heard within the partnership. The Lovers is Gemini energy, and this card has been coming up for almost every sign so far for November, and I think a big part of that is because we have a full moon in Gemini on Monday the 27th of November, and it's going to be a very strong one, right? Because Gemini is our lovers. It is about communication. It is about making decisions. It is about having more loving communication in our life. On the top, we have the Hierophant card. Taurus energy. This is the message from Spirit, crowning the spread. So again, you know, we had those numbers that really indicate that you are on a higher spiritual path. There's a lot of personal growth, a lot of personal development and grounding. I think that spiritually, you're becoming more stable. Financially, you could also becoming more stable because Taurus has so much to do with manifestation and abundance. But the Hierophant is also kind of that high priest or that high, you know, access to spiritual truths and wisdom. And so I feel like you are kind of going to this next level in your spiritual journey or your healing journey here, Aries. Let's get a clarifier for the Hierophant, please. Yes, and it's really good. Look at that. We've got the Sun, which is the most positive card in the tarot, clarifying the Hierophant. So, like, this is a very, very positive turn in your spiritual life. It's almost, you know, like you're getting to that point that whatever's happened in your life, you have a bigger vision of it. You're at a lot of peace here. A lot of understanding is being unlocked. You're going, I know exactly why X, Y, and Z had to happen, or why this or that had to fall apart. And even if you're still in a process of rebuilding, it doesn't even matter to you, Aries, because you know your true wealth is within. You know your true worth is so much more than the externals. Oh my goodness, this is such a beautiful read. Let's get into some advice for you next. You know, it's really like you're finally, it's like you may have known a lot of these things for a while, but it's all, like all of it's kind of coming together for you, and you're like, I understand all of it, and you don't really feel resentment so much. You don't feel so much upset. You just feel like, yes, I've learned these lessons. They were important. They were part of who I am and what have made me me. And I'm ready to move forward. Wow. I love it. Yes. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful stuff, guys. All right. So in the suggested approach, yeah, keep your chin up. We've got the 10 of Cups. So to me, this is a card of wish fulfillment. It's a lot of things that you have hoped for, worked for, wished for. And even if you don't have it just yet, like staying in that vibe is going to keep you on the right track, keep you in a very positive spirit, in a positive emotional state. Oh my gosh, Aries. Ace of Cups, clarifying the 10. So the 10 goes to the Ace. This could be quite an abundantly joyful month for you indeed. Something deep, healing in your soul. The Aces are always, to me, the hand of spirit granting some kind of almost, miraculous gift. And when it's paired with the 10, I just feel like your heart is overflowing. Like this is just an emotional sense of joy and okayness. Like, just to feel like everything's okay and you're just at peace. And like no matter what comes or goes right now, you're just like, you're at peace because you're like, it's whatever's meant to be is meant to be. Whatever's meant to be mine will be mine, and I'm not worried about it. Oh, I always say that to Aries. It's like what's truly meant to be yours can never go wrong. You can never mess it up because Spirit's going to keep giving it to you. Like, here you go, we'll get you there. It's going to keep pushing you forward towards it. So it's a really cool thing when you know that. Let's see. So what you need to know, more cups, King of Cups. This to me is really saying the kind of people you're attracting in the future are the complete reverse opposite of those 5 of Swords types, right? Because, I always see the King of Cups as being like the ultimate friend or partner that you want to have, whether it's in work, in love, as a friend, because they're trustworthy, they're true, they're emotionally loyal, they're emotionally intelligent, conscientious, they understand emotions, they care about you just as much as they care about themselves. You've got a lot of water around you, Aries, so, and there was major like that Pisces influence in your numbers. So you could have definitely Pisces. I could also see Cancer. We are in Scorpio season, so you could be feeling that too. Scorpios are always a little extra spicy and a little bit extra oomph, a little more extra energy during Scorpio time because that is, Scorpio has a little bit of a connection to Aries because Mars used to be considered the ruler of both of those signs. So you all have a little bit of old planetary connection there. So it's a good season for Aries. I like it for you guys. Let's clarify this King of Cups and see what else comes out about this one. Yeah, 7 of Wands. And I really feel Pisces had this too. So boy, if you get a Pisces in your life or somebody that's a Pisces, like they're going through some very similar things to you. Like they're kind of on guard. They're kind of got their eye out for anybody that might be trying to fight them or cause them trouble. And I would say, I said the same thing to them is like, pick your battles wisely. Not everybody out there is just out to get you, right? If you are meeting a Pisces, say if you've both had a, tough past and who hasn't, you might be a little bit guarded with each other at first. And that's totally fine. That's totally normal. Hopes and Fears card is the Fool is coming up again for us. So this is coming up double in your reading. And I would say yet again, Aries, you might be a little bit nervous or a little tentative to take the leap of faith, but I really do feel that you're hoping to do that you're hoping to just continue with, trust, faith, not overthinking or over worrying what's going to happen next, but just really trusting in Spirit that they've got your back and it's really okay. Embracing your innocence. That's, what that's about. And look at that. Yes. Because the 10 of Pentacles is like it's even better than the Ten of Cups, right? Ten of Cups is, to me, in a lot of ways, a little bit ephemeral, right? It's the wishes, the dreams, you know, the pie in the sky, that, you know, it's like, but when you get a Ten of Cups along with a Ten of Pentacles in a reading, it's really good, because that's the solid stuff. That's the manifest stuff that you can really take to the bank. And so I feel that having these two in your reading is just phenomenal. And it's really like, again, telling you, Aries, don't worry. Don't get stuck in your head about what's coming down the future, because the Ten of Pentacles is a very solid card. I do think you're a bit nervous about it. You're just kind of like, how's it all going to play out? How's it all going to work? And I think that really, you know, the sort of outcome card that shows how things, you know, are going by the end of the month kind of tells you that it might be very hard for you not to pull into a bit of a scarcity, fear, or worry or doubt, because we do have the Five of Pentacles. To me, that's a card that deals with, you know, worrying about not having enough. Sometimes it is that card that makes you feel like you're left out in the cold from someone or something. But, you know, the the message in that always is that the lights are on inside of the building, and there's no need to stay outside in the cold. You know, this has a lot to do with changing our perspective. So that's why I would say what I see kind of, you know, towards the end of the month for you, Aries, is more that you might be giving in a little bit to those fears or doubts. But just be conscious of it. It's not wrong to fear or doubt. We're all human. We all go through it. As long as you can, you know, just be conscious of it. Don't go down the deep, dark hole of it, right? And don't, like, turn that into your worldview. That's the big thing you want to be aware of with that card. Let's get a clarifier on the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. I would move away from that with all speed, and we've got the Knight of Wands. So when you start to feel that coming up inside of yourself, just acknowledge it. Do your best to set it aside and focus on moving things forward, because there's your Knight of Wands. There's your fiery energy coming back again. You know, and that's, interestingly enough, Sagittarius energy, which is the season we'll be in when we get to that end of the month. I do think that there has been a lot of challenge in your recent past. We do have this Ten of Wands, so you are wrapping up some difficult burdens or difficult cycles. We have the Moon, more Pisces energy. I'm just saying, you have got so much water in this read here, Aries. It's like you've got to have some kind of water sign friends or a love partner or a coworker or something, because you've really got the water signs representing here for you. If you find yourself feeling kind of overburdened, it might be time to pick up the fish phone and talk to your Pisces, like talk to your Cancer friend, somebody who's very watery, intuitive, sensitive, compassionate, even if they're not a water sign. Like, wow, so much of that is in there. There's a lot of good fire in here too, though, because that's very representative of you. This is a strong month. Get ready, Aries. Let's get an affirmation, please, on this reading. Yes, and the Moon. Look at this. You had the Moon at the end in the tarot, and we've got the Moon here too with the Moon goddess Chang'e, which, you know, associated with her, with the jade rabbit on the Moon. So you are wandering between a jubilant world of fantasy and reality. All is not as it seems. Enjoy the sensuality and sensitivity of the current energy. Yet the heightened emotions may not be stable, so avoid making big decisions at this time. And I would say that's very true, because you did have that Moon card as well. There's a lot of Pisces energy, and you know that the rabbit in Chinese astrology is associated with the Western sign of Pisces. So I feel like you're very sensitive this month. But definitely stand up for yourself in spite of it, Aries. Don't be afraid to do what's right for you. Don't be afraid to move away from people or energies that are not good for you. I do feel like you have a lot of fire. You have a lot of strength, but you are also very sensitive. So be kind and gentle to yourself. And I would say do your best to surround yourself with people who are that way to you as well. All right. Go get them, Rams! It's time for November. I hope you have an amazing month, and I'll be seeing you again soon. Take care.